What's up, Tejas? I'm here with Aradio Zambrano. He is the owner and broker of Aradio Zambrano Realty Company. So thank you so much for letting us come to your beautiful office today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Glad to be here. Glad to have you here.
So I heard that you have a very interesting story. I wanted to hear a little bit about your story and what led you to opening your company.
Actually, the story's too long to tell, but in a nutshell, I came out of retail. I had furniture stores in Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton. And I was in that for about 14, 15 years. My concept was taken national without me, but I decided I wanted to change careers. I always wanted to invest in real estate if and when I made it and had extra money as a retirement plan. So the opportunity came up. I said, what can I sell now that I don't have to go search it, ship it, pack it, ship it, at retail stores? What can I sell that any average adult has in common that I can get paid for my knowledge, and I'm not carrying the inventory? I also said that there's not a family in the world that with any sort of fortune and money that doesn't have a certain portion of their money invested in real estate. So no piece of to do about it. And that's my 16 years.
What is something that makes your real estate company unique compared to others?
Well, I mean, there's lots of colleagues out there, lots of companies. They're all good for the most part. I'm bilingual. I speak Spanish. Hablo español. So that's really what's opened the doors that have been opened for me. Knowing that second language. I'm from Mexico, originally from Monterrey. I've been in America 47 years now, so I actually think and dream in English, but I never forgot my native tongue of Spanish. So there's a lot of Hispanics that come up from Mexico and Central and South America. I'm here to service them. But the other thing that's a bit different from my brokerage is a lot of brokerages just specialize either in residential real estate or they specialize in commercial. Rarely do they do both sides of the market. Because of my past business experience, I started dabbling in the commercial side of the industry 11 years ago, and it's been a great success. So I'm basically a one-stop shop.
How did you start, and then how did you grow your business?
Well, it's like I tell anybody that I come across that's starting a new business, whether it's real estate or not, or any new realtor, it's a time-release process. You cannot speed it up. You cannot buy success. You cannot buy clientele. Through time, are you released more business through good deeds, being totally transparent in your dealings, truly putting your principal before you, which is not a common practice in many walks of business life. But that's truly the secret is pretty much being selfless. You gotta be selfless. I feel that if my client is not successful in the real estate that I guided him toward, I'm not successful. And that's truly how I run my business. I like to treat people the way I want to be treated, no other way. I'm not going to sell to you or lease to you what I would buy or lease myself. That's how it's just the old golden rule principle. It works.
What does a typical day look like for you? I know that being in real estate, there isn't really a typical day, right? And you don't clock in and out from 9 to 5 like a normal business person might.
We're almost like doctors. We're on call. Our stupid little phone, little gadget called the phone, dictates our whereabouts. Here lately, with the residential real estate market being as hot as it is, my partner Marianne Cowan and myself find ourselves working through till 10 o'clock at night. We have to pry ourselves away from the breakfast table. It's very long hours. People think we make easy money. It's not easy money. It's actually a lot of work and a lot of hours. And it's interesting. I came up with a saying. This is the first job I've had where I have to pay to work for free. We had to buy all these systems, our cars, offices, everything, show property, and in hopes of, a transaction actually coming through. And most of the time they don't. So it's very interesting. Very long hours. I couldn't think of doing anything else, though. I really love what I do.
Yeah.
I truly do like to make somebody else's life better with my guidance, whether it's in commercial real estate, developments, or finding a housing called home.
How big is your team? You said that you have offices, several offices. So do you just go from office to office, or do you?
Yeah, believe it or not, I keep getting kind of nudged into beginning to take on realtors, but my business model, having managed employees in the past, people are difficult to manage at times. So my business model has always been just run my business and have a support staff supporting my endeavors.
Yeah.
So my team really isn't very big. There's about 5 or 6 of us in total. But as of right now, I'm not really bringing on any additional realtors. That might change in the future, but I'm focused more on providing the very best customer service that I can, the most professional, the most complete information, accurate information, so that my clientele makes the best possible investment for them and their families. And if your team is too big, you might lose that focus, and that's not something I want to lose.
I wanted to talk about joining forces with other organizations. You did mention like doing good deeds. Could you tell us sometimes when you collaborated or when you become very involved in community activities, like what do you do?
In the past, in years past, I've been involved with cancer, the Cancer Society, the events.
Like as a sponsor?
Yeah, in the pink. It's in the pink, right? In the pink. So, again, you have to give back to the community that gives to you.
Marianne, thanks for joining us. But I wanted to catch you up on what we were just talking about right before you walked in. We were talking about joining forces with other organizations and companies. What are ways that y'all collaborate? Specifically, I know for people in the real estate industry, it's important to build up your network. So like how do you do that? How do you build your network?
For me, it's all about my partners, and that would be title, lending, home warranty, and then just kind of also connecting with nonprofit organizations all around, and referral partners. It's amazing how if you refer, how people, reciprocate. So it works for us.
We heard a little bit about your story, how you got started, and I'm not really sure like how you got started, but I wanted to know if y'all could tell me a little bit about your attitude when you first got started and how you might have overcome any obstacles that you had.
Well, I'm fairly new agent compared to his experience, but for me, I had to find a way to compete with agents that had 10, 20, 30 years more experience than me. Mm-hmm. And so I've used technology. I've used just for other forms of media, and also developing my organization skills and my team. So I have a group of agents that help me in various ways, especially when it comes to Legion. They are professional callers, and so when you are trying to grow and expand, especially a new business, it's really important that you have a network of help.
Right. What is something that was particularly challenging whenever you switched careers to this industry?
Well, when you first start in real estate, you get your license and you're like, okay, the phone's gonna ring. And it doesn't ring. Nothing happens. So it's like starting from scratch.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I love challenges. I thrive on challenges. I think without challenges, you don't grow as a person or as a business person, as a human. So you get your license, and the best thing to do is go work hang your license under one of the larger brokerages in hopes of maybe somebody's, smaller deals, falling on your lap. because they do have the whole culture of traffic coming in and out and phone calls and people writing contracts and bringing in clients and everything else. So it's very challenging when you start because of that. Nobody really knows who you are. And this is a relationship-based industry, like most other businesses are. So again, it's a time release process. And, unfortunately, about 85% of new realtors leave the industry in the first 9 months because the phone doesn't ring. So what I did is I picked up a night job for a year and a half after I was licensed that enabled me to hang in there and just put my nose to the grindstone and started. I was in the office. I started with Keller Williams 16 years ago. And I was in the office as often as I could. I submerged myself. Is it challenging? Yes, so much so that most of us quit the first year. But I'm not a quitter. So. And thanks to that, I've been able to work my way. We've been able to work our way, Marianne and I, toward servicing clients behind the gates here. We call behind the gates of Carlton Woods, one of Houston's premier communities. Our office is just outside of the gates here, and we have had quite a bit of success selling to both to an international audience of buyers that want to live in a more exclusive community.
You know, with all the competition out there, what is the secret to being a successful realtor? Or is there a secret?
Question. It's all about relationships, you know, and developing them, and then providing that VIP service. You know, everyone's capable of giving their best service. It's just about, you know, it's just about time and effort and connections and continuing to give good service.
You want to do the right thing all the time. When I'll never forget. First day of real estate school 16 years ago is May. My teacher, Dorothy Haley, a lovely person, taught the class the two most important things. She said, I'm going to show you guys how to say the word realty and how to spell it, because people like to say realty. There's no I in realty. It's R-E-A-L-T-Y, not R-E, not realty. So she said, I'm going to show you how to spell the industry you're about to get into. And the second thing is always do the right thing and the money will come. Which brings me back to the principles of how I do business. I don't do business just because I want the money to come. No, it's just how I'm wired, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I think the most important thing, besides providing a very professional, open, transparent service, is truly being selfless. And your client truly is, his or her needs are above yours. Do the right thing and good things come to you over time.
So we have this thing, it's called Texas Trio, where you pick 3 questions out of the hat, and we can do 3 and y'all can both answer the questions. So I'm not sure what they say either.
You pick. Don't be looking at the question.
Have you ever taken a picture in the state flower? Yeah, many times with my girls. And around here, there's some beautiful places going up towards College Station. You just see all, bluebonnet this time of year. Perfect time of year to do that too.
And yeah.
It's funny because I'm the founder founder, president, instigator of a large motorcycle club called the Freebirds. We're 110 strong. And during the springtime, these tough guys go out looking for wildflowers in the fields. So
That's so cute.
So we all pull up 40, 50 motorcycles and start taking pictures among the tough guys, right? So
yeah.
That's kind of funny. You would ask that.
Yeah.
Next question. The name of the song for the state of Texas.
State song name.
Is it the Heart of Texas?
That's a great question.
That's a good question.
That's what I was going to say, Texas or Texas.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
fell that one. We fell that one.
Do you know how it goes?
I've never heard it.
No?
No. I thought it was like the Heart of Texas song,
It's like
whatever that
Texas,
is.
our Texas. I don't know the rest.
You don't,
Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
you don't want to hear me sing. Trust me.
Okay, grits, yes or no? For me, it's definitely a yes. With cheese, no cheese, both.
Yeah.
What about you?
I grew up very Mexican. No. I had no idea what grits were. Okay.
What
Rice and beans. That was a staple.
It's like
my
basically
table.
atole.
Yeah,
It's atole.
but it doesn't taste like atole. It's like oatmeal. It's like atole. Yeah, and it's not quite as sweet, maybe because.
Just put some sugar in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this has been fun. Thanks
Yeah.
for.
Thank y'all. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and we're gonna make sure that we drop your information down below so that our viewers can see. And again, thanks for inviting us into your office.
Our office is your office.
Oh, thanks.
As we say.
We're gonna remember that.
Anytime.
Bye.
The only creatures that are evolved enough to convey pure love are dogs and infants. Today is National Kids and Pets Day, promoting the importance of picking the right pet for children at the right time. It was said, to a child and to a dog, a new morning is a miracle of infinite possibilities. We want to thank all of our followers for sharing these sweet moments of your kids and their pets. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Till next time, that's all, y'all.